Hello everyone, Achadino over here, and today I'm going to do an update about my build itself. I have been kind of finishing things up, have my two red rings with the good slams and things like that, and now I'm doing Uber Aberroth. The progress has been good, decent. Sadly, I'm not the best player around. I have been trying a lot of things too. I actually don't know which is the best one. I have been trying being a bit more tanky and being a bit more squishy. Of course, as you can see, I get bowling held a lot because I'm just dumb. But most of the time that I've gotten far, I was actually going into more of a damage thing with more damaging idols. I still do think that having the two Julra rings and the relic from Uber Aberroth is going to be very good. You can change the relic to a Nusenuis and use a different helmet also, so you have same intelligence and the other thing. It's just the damage is not so much different. As for the gloves, the Uber Aberroth gloves, I don't really want to try them because they make you tanky, but they also take a lot of damage because remember the extra shadow is a huge deal. Now, one thing that I do want to get is different things, as you can see with the more tanky thing, we can actually eat the jumpy thingy. But I kind of want to get more damage because now I should just die if I get hit by some of those because I'm a bad player and just get more damage. So the last phase, I got into the last phase. Sadly, it was off stream twice, and it was on the Thursday where I was just doing some things off stream selling, and then I did some tries and I got to the last phase. The important thing was I was running way more damage than I was in these tanky things because I thought that it would help a lot, but really the things that one shot you still one shot you. The things that get you to the middle and then kill you will still get you to the middle and kill you. But now the problem is where I can get that damage without having. The most important thing is not to get one shot by the normal flame lily, by at least one tick of the blade of chaos or two, the rocks that come from the sky and things like that. The bowling hole, you are always going to get one shot as rogue because it's like a dot thing and does a lot of dots fast. The jumping flail, you can tank it, but you lose a lot of damage if you do that. So for other things, I would recommend at least one thing that I'm trying to do also is get the cleanse on the belt. Apart from I only have cleanse right now on my smoke bomb. Getting the cleanse on shift will also help a lot, but I would lose also damage again. So right now what I want to do is maybe get more HP on my barbut. I have a tier 5 armor thing. You can check the last stream I did, the long one. There was another one where I just went to sleep and I left it up for some reason. I'm sorry. And what I did was after doing all of these tries with around 3,200 and a lot of ward regeneration and things like that. Because remember, if you get um a lot of stacks of the frailty, you also don't regenerate ward as much, almost any. So the things that I do mostly take off is I'm going to show you in my gear that I have, but I took off those and now have a lot more idols with damage. But I may just get those in and get damage on core of the mountain instead of the Titan's Heart. I would also lose the 15% DR, but with the extra life and extra things, yeah, that was big BS. I should have enough damage to survive those. And also, the core of the mountain has cool things like being able to get those 3 seconds of immunity. So I've been trying to get the core of the mountain with the mirages and Dexterity. I have here a double tier 7 thing that I tried to get. I couldn't. So now before I crafted it, I got it imprinted on my tree over here. So it will be dropping. I also have another helmet with tier 7 and tier 6. The idea is to get tier 7 dexterity and also tier 6 life if possible. Also maybe get a 2 LP nihilist with shred and life or multiplier or something like that. And now as you can see, these are idols that have melee damage and increased melee damage and then vitality. But maybe instead of vitality, I just go for more damage. How will I get more damage? Likely with some bleed chance or other things because of sundering blows and having trouble to get those numbers up. Now I'm running net, but I'm not 100% sure if this is better than the normal situation. This is just because I can get to a higher dexterity point with having the 8 points here in Agile Hunt. I also get some on Outlander's Tenacity. Marksman, I have 7 on Focus Fire and then 2 on Concentration. I basically took this point off and put it back on Lethal Cadence. So we get a little bit more damage on those combos that we do with Lethal Cadence. And as you know, we will try to get flow and lethal cadence up for our combos. When you are very comfortable on the fight, you can do that. We don't run hook blades because of the shred that we get on our neck. And now, why do I run net? Net, I run it because of this Linen Hunt. Also because it makes enemies do less physical damage. So those flail hits and other hits hit less hard. You also get some frailty and you get some bleed from here and here, but it's not a huge deal. You also auto pop the smoke bomb. Remember, smoke bomb have smoke blades, and this one, and I also have my clients on a smoke bomb. I get all of those up. I could get also the clients on shift, but I don't really want because I will need to get rid of the shadow on thing. I have also been thinking about going the traversal smoke bomb because I can spam it more, and just having a lot of shadows around is good. But the problem with that is also when you use shift, the smoke bomb is going to go on cooldown, so that would not help almost anything. I'm still tweaking things here or there. Now I don't think the build is perfect right now, and of course I'm using a Shattered Worlds instead of the Euphenuis. But that is one thing. I don't really want to use the Vice because I will do a ton of damage, and you do need some damage at the end. Like I could not show it on the replay, and you won't see it also on the stream. But on the last phase, you have a ton of beams and a ton of pulls. Pulls you can have less if you have played correctly, but beams you will have a lot of them, and you need something to cleanse them. Ideally, I'm going to get some cleanse on my belt. I actually got this belt that is the same thing that I slammed here with a creation rune. But maybe instead of cooldown reduction or mana regeneration, I still want cooldown reduction, but I will put the cleanse instead of the mana regen because you can just run around a bit. As for my chest, is the same thing. The Titan Heart, likely if I go core of the mountain with 10 stats, of course, instead of 5. I will run these idols again, the defensive ones. Getting 10 more int is going to help me a lot with the with that place, and with that I can also change. And I'm running the extra bleeding hit because this helps get the sundering blows up, and also the all resistances one was a bit unneeded right now. Of course, the idea also was to take off this one, the physical resistance, and get the armor or the endurance threshold one, but I'm missing 4% physical resistance. The critical multiplier one, I also can go for health or dodge rating doesn't help me, but ward decay is also good if I go for the full per ward thingy. Even more void damage would help. Who knows? I also may get the extra. Also here we also have a lot of extra decay and ward on potion use, and I could get shred from the net itself. So there are a lot of things that I may change around. Of course, I'm going to put my actual planner that I'm using right now, but this is the idea of my pushing for uberroth. If you are sleepy or something, you can watch my 3-hour video of 100 aberroths that I've done. And they actually didn't drop any 2 LPs, but I have some 1 LPs that I want to sell, but I'm not sure how to price, kind of. I will sell them eventually. And I also tried to do some ascendance rune thingies, but I got 0 on those. Now, as for what I want to do, I have to also remember to change my imprints from red rings to other things. And maybe get to farming more to get those, because I will be busy this week. I have to do a lot of Mythic Plus because there's a new WoW patch thingy. I also have to do my 8 Mythic Plus. So for today, I won't post a lot of things more. And of course, when I actually kill it, I will do the guide itself. Or maybe just after this video, I'm actually going to go on this one, do the guide, and say that we are pushing over aberroth with that, and then we do another one. Just for people to have a big update on that one, and also how it goes with this. Now, have a nice day, and I will see you on the next video.